Your body language reveals the shocking truth about your relationship. What stage are you at in your relationship? Are there just shy looks and bashful attempts to accidentally touch your love interest or take their hand? Or perhaps you've been a couple for about a year, but your partner has started to keep a distance or hide their eyes? Is it a bad sign? Is it time to panic? Don't worry, it might not be so dramatic as you imagine. There are a lot of things people try to communicate non-verbally. There is no need to say anything when our body language is expressive enough. The main thing is to read it correctly. Brightside will help you to understand what is happening in your relationship without any words. And remember to give us a thumbs up. Situation number 1. Everything is fine and you like each other. A sure sign of a happy relationship is if you notice that your partner meets your eyes and holds your gaze for a little longer than they're supposed to. If after some time this action repeats, you can be sure that they like you. Another piece of positive evidence is if during a conversation or a walk, your partner tries to turn their body towards you. They're interested in you. Even if they keep their legs crossed, the toe cap will be turned towards you for sure. If your partner is a woman who has happy feelings towards you, she will subconsciously try to bend her body towards you while keeping her back straight. This way, she makes her figure look better, presenting herself in the most flattering light. In fact, women send a lot of nonverbal signs which show their attraction, and most of these signals are subconscious. Let's see. Does she show her wrists tugging up her long sleeves? That's a good sign. She's drawing attention to one of the most unprotected and sensitive parts of her body. Does she play with her hair, wrapping a strand around her finger? She likes you a lot. A fantastic indicator is if you start to notice that your hands touch each other by chance very often. There might even be no real reason for it. Or, even better, many specks of dust unexpectedly appear on your clothes that need to be urgently cleaned, and your partner diligently does it. Well, with such signs, you can be sure that the interest in you is high. Sometimes you might notice that after telling some joke, the person who told it is looking at you and waiting for your reaction. Oh, that is an obvious sign of liking. A shocking fact for you now. Did you know that men usually stop smiling widely around the age of 5 to 6 years old? If you notice that a man near you is wearing a Hollywood smile, it can mean that he is really happy, according to the words of psychologist Patty Wood. 100% proof that everything is going well is if you start to notice that your partner uses the same gestures and intonations that you do. It doesn't mean that they are trying to tease you. It is more probable that they like you and are copying you subconsciously. It is a fact that when a person sees something appealing to them, their pupils dilate. So, if it happens in your presence, it's a sure sign of their interest in you. Your partner tells you a lot of compliments. Yep, they are definitely into you. Does your partner say your name every 5 minutes? Oh, don't get frustrated. It's an indicator that they have feeling towards you. People feel good calling those they love by name. A person who really likes you might become too active in your presence. If they move a bit hectically, trying to do lots of things simultaneously, super! It is the happiness of seeing you that makes them act in such a way. If your partner suddenly develops an interest in fishing or horse riding, though these are your hobbies, you can be happy. They like you so much that they're ready to share your interests. If a person mentions some tiny details they have learned about you from your conversations, it means you are important to them and your relationship looks very promising. It's really great if you've noticed these signs between you and your partner. Do a like for us for telling you the good news. Now, let's speak about the opposite, the indicators that something is not working. Situation number 2. Something is going wrong. You need to talk. It is a worrying sign if you are always trying to say something to your partner, but it is constantly inconvenient to speak. Either their bodies turned away from you, or they wouldn't look you in the eyes, or they try to keep a distance. These are all clear signs of problems and antipathy. When your second half is trying to avoid intimacy, their kisses become quick and formal. If, when they're falling asleep, they turn away from you and sleep in the fetal position, it is an alarm bell for your relationship. Another indicator that it's time to talk is the reaction to your jokes. If all of them are met with an insincere and strained smile, the same applies to your initiatives. If they are followed by weak enthusiasm, it means you are not attractive to your partner. You shouldn't waste your time on them. If you have noticed body blocks during a conversation, such as crossed arms and legs, perhaps it's time to think over if everything is fine in your relationship. If your partner's voice is indistinct, the speech is edgy, and their eyes are always down, it is something worth paying attention to. Important for women, you should always be concerned if your man doesn't follow simple rules of etiquette, like not opening doors for you or not letting you go first. Actually, it is the same situation for girls. She talks on the phone so much that she tends to forget you. Alarm bells. What is more, during a walk, if you fall behind and your partner doesn't even look back or slow down, it means that your relationship has started to fade away. It is a bad sign if partners show contempt towards each other. It might be eye-rolling or speaking bad about the partner, making sarcastic remarks, or even calling names. According to the statistics, it is a predictor that there is a threat of breakup or divorce. You and your partner may sit at the table, but if you are still eating your ravioli while your partner is already on their coffee and cheesecake, too bad. Happy couples typically mirror each other's movements, therefore showing some synchronicity. It happens on a subconscious level, and its absence can be food for thought. Arguing is a bad sign, you will say. Well, yes, but if partners are cold towards each other and keep their emotions conserved, it can be an indicator that they have moved past the point of no return and don't have any feelings left to express. Loving people tend to show care towards their loved ones. If instead of straightening your clothes or smoothing your hair, they simply inform you that your hair is messy, you should think whether your relationship is still harmonious. However, you should remember that these kinds of symptoms are not a death sentence to your relationship. They might be only signals of some imbalance. Do you think that these signs are reliable enough to judge your relationship? Share your opinion in the comments below. Remember to hit the like button. If this video gets 40,000 likes, we will make a video on how to move your relationship to a new level. Join us on the bright side.